Hey everyone, welcome back to my Plus Size Grandma Reality Show podcast. I am Coco, and I'm gonna not drag this thing out for y'all. Y'all know today is the name of the review, the new name reveal for the podcast, and also for my Facebook page and my YouTube page. And this is what you will need to look for me under from this moment on, because I am rebranding my life, my podcast. That y'all know this is like my personal podcast right here, my Plus Size Grandma Reality Show. It's my personal, and now that I'm rebranding that, I'm taking the focus off of me, and I'm putting the focus back onto others. I mean, I'll do some things I still come on and be talking the reality stuff that I do with y'all, like the cooking and chatting. I'm still gonna be myself. I'm just gonna be, I'm going to say a new me, a new attitude, I don't know how my voice going to be. Because I haven't opened up and said the new name yet. But I just did my final introduction of, this podcast known as my Plus Size Grandma Reality Show podcast. And that's very emotional right now, because this is what I have known for so long. So I don't know who I'm becoming. I just know I'm becoming. And I'm not afraid to step out and become somebody different from who I am right now. And in order for me to do that, I needed to change the name of this podcast, because it doesn't fit with my goals, my vision for life. My vision is to be healthy, happy, and loved. Loving and loved by others. And, I just have a goal for life, to go further, to be daring, to, just try whatever. Not to be sitting back and be stuck. And my goal is still to continue being the best grandma that I can be. But I have to take into consideration that my granddaughters are getting older now. The oldest one is in middle school, and they may not want to be part of, such a personal movement. Because even I don't want to be as personal now as I was in the beginning. In the beginning, yeah, it was all about, the mental health thing and, getting through these challenges of dating and trying to lose weight and all that good stuff. But now I feel like the call is just greater than me. I think those 5 years was my 5 years to get to know me, my likes, my dislikes, and a push to who I could really truly be out here in this world of social media, podcasting. And it's time for me to put out there a character, not just put my personal business out like that all the time. But it's time just to grow in a different direction. That's what I feel. And if you notice lately, the content is changing some on this podcast. And I honestly think people love the change in the content, because I'm starting to get more people who's coming over to check my podcast out now than I was before. And I'm appreciative of the new people coming in and of the ones who have stayed, who has been here with me from day one. Now, I ain't say I was getting rid of all the personal stuff, because we still got stuff that we got to talk about. Because Jamie still got a dating life, and I still go through my mental health challenges. Y'all know I just came off the line with y'all about 2 hours ago talking about some of the challenges I was going through, still getting over, some of the bad things that's happening in my life. But I do want to aim for a different direction now. I don't want all the attention, all the focus. I want to give something back, some good things. I don't know what God has for me. All I know is that the name, I've outgrown the name. I never thought I'd say that I've outgrown the name, and my granddaughters have too. Because now my granddaughters are at the age where they want their own shows. They want to do their own thing. All right. So have we been on here 5 minutes yet? Yeah, we ain't been on here 5 minutes yet. Okay. So y'all, we getting down to the wire. So let me tell you, I did put out there on Facebook on our page that I was looking for a new name change, and I was going to change it by February the 14th. However, that was last month too. However, nobody really responded to it. So I asked my children and grandchildren what did they think it should be. And after they kind of like voted on it, they came down with this. Okay, are y'all ready for the new name of this podcast? As we leave the former things, My Plus Size Grandma Reality Show Podcast, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter. We're now moving on out. Restream. All social media apps. Spreaker. iHeartRadio. Spotify. Diesel. Google Podcasts. Oh my goodness. Apple. Alexa. You're now going to be introducing me as... It's nervous. I'm nervous. I am so nervous. You're now going to be introducing me, and my introduction will be now, welcome to Lovely J's podcast. Yes, Lovely J is in the house. I don't come for nothing but life and life more abundantly. That's right, y'all. It's going to be Lovely J's podcast. Now that is something. Man, did y'all feel the lifting, the lightness? I feel like I just let go of a ton of bricks. I felt like I just really let go. So now you're going to be listening to Lovely J podcast. I am so happy and excited that I can share this moment with y'all, those of you who listen on here. And I'm looking forward to what's coming on the Lovely J podcast. I know we finna be stupid, good, ridiculous, good. Because you know what's gonna be really good about this is that my growth gets to shine through as a media personality and as myself as I grow. So, y'all, welcome to Lovely J podcast. And I am still Coco Bowden. Yay, yay! Yes, y'all. I am so excited. And y'all listen, we couldn't have got this far without you, the listeners, taking part. If y'all was not listening to this podcast probably would not have lasted this long. But I can tell you, we have over, and really, it's just amazing because we have over, I want to say 6,000 downloads. And hey, y'all 6,000, y'all keep me going. Y'all keep me going. And probably more listens than that. I really didn't check, and I hate to move off of here and try to check and then get knocked off. But y'all keep me going. These last 5 years, it was not easy. Y'all know these last 5 years was stressful. I came in here when I was in my 30s, and I'm in my upper 40 now. Or was it? Was I in my 30s? No, I may have been in the... I don't know, but... I don't know, but you finna get a new person. I'm not kidding. You finna get a new person. Hey, y'all, when I tell y'all, I asked God, I said, Lord, I want the personality that you want me to have. I prayed this thing for a whole year. For a whole year. I'm not kidding. For a whole year, I kept praying to God. I said, Lord, I don't know what this situation is supposed to turn me into or make me want to be. The situation I was going through with the harassment and the bullying and all that. And I didn't got the answer from God. He sent it right through my children and grandchildren. Remain lovely through it all. Hey, glory! Yes, God. Yes, remain lovely through it all. And the one thing that I always wanted to do and still do to this day is share love with people. So lovely J fits me just fine. And of course, you know, J stands for Jamie. Duh. I had to bring me back into the equation, bring me back to life. Thank God for bringing me back to life, resuscitating everything that was starting to die off on me. You know, all that old stuff that was on me, it had to go. It had to die. It had to come off. Because it was holding my true shine back. Now, if anybody don't like the personality I am when I walk from this day forward, you take it up with God. That's all I got to tell you, because I prayed a year on this. I pray, if y'all go back to some of the older podcasts, about 1 year ago, I said I was going to change my plus size grandma. That was in 2022. And I didn't, even when I said it, I didn't really expect it to feel this good. But now I feel like a weight has been lifted off of me. I feel like now my children, my grandchildren are free to grow. They don't have to worry about, you know, being attached to the things that I do. And my grandchildren don't have to worry about, you know how sometimes it is that, like, I don't know, I guess we hold so tight till they can't grow and become themselves. Well, now they can become themselves because they don't have that attachment, that name attachment to them. But they will always have what? They will always have my love, and I always have their back. And anything that they want to do, I'll be right there with them and down with them to do whatever it is. They need me to pray. We're going to pray together. We're going to eat together no matter what. I'm going to try to keep my family together, even though it's hard times right now. But that love in lovely, it's a reason for that. Because that's what God wants me to operate in. And that's why when I talk with conviction, because I be convicted on certain topics that I don't talk about. And I need to release those topics back out here. And now I can do that freely without saying, oh my God, this is going to reflect on my grandchildren. Now, because before, you know, I had to watch what I say. I had to be censored because, you know, I did have underage kids, you know, part of the podcast. But now, I feel like now I can get into some more adult content. Yes! Ups. I'm sorry if I hollered at y'all's ear, but I feel good about that. I feel like Stephanie Mills now. I feel good, baby, I feel good all over. You and I have what lovers dream about. Finally where you are. Ooh. I don't know what I just did right then, but I still feel good all over. Let me just take a moment. I'm blessed, y'all. I could cry right now because I think this has been long overdue. It's been long overdue, but it happened in the right timing that God wanted it to happen. And I feel like now you may actually get to see more of me versus just hearing me. That's what I feel. I feel like that. And I feel like the only thing and the only way that we can go with love is up, no matter what happens. That love will sure enough carry when all else fails. And so having Lovely J as my name, bringing me back into it so that I'm not just a stage name, Miss Coco. Miss Coco is my real nickname, by the way, but it's also my stage name. And sometimes people are just like, well, that's just your stage name. But it is part of me. It's part of me. It was things I went through when I was first given this nickname that I never told people about. Who knows? You might be adult enough to get it now. Now, you know, the listeners may change and, you know, might get mostly adults now. But I am happy. And the J, Jamie, that's the name my daddy gave me. I was close to my dad. He knew who I was. Both my dads did. One of my dads said, don't ever change. You're a good woman. My biological dad said, if anyone can do it, it's you. And so I stuck with my name, Jamie. Yes, Lovely J. Now I cut it with J because, and it's just a J, nothing else. It's just a J, but I do feel like I need a hyphen or something. But I might put a hyphen in it. I don't know. I'm going to look and see how it look on the flyer. If it look okay on the flyer, we might go on through it. But I don't think I'm going to put anything in it. But Lovely J, I mean, that just goes to show you that whatever I put my hands to, and I ask God to be with me on everything that I do, y'all can watch out. Y'all can watch out. Everything that was supposed to leave out of my life is gone. Every situation that was supposed to be ended and left out of my life is gone. All those people who abandoned me when I needed them the most, I can't even worry about y'all no more now. I got something else. I got a new assignment. And this assignment requires more love than it does me looking back and blaming people for this or them blaming me for whatever they got going on. It requires more than that. So let me try it on. Let me try the name on. Hey y'all, welcome to Lovely J Podcast, and I'm Coco. I'm still gonna say I'm Coco. I do believe that. I guess I be just flipping back and forth between who, I don't know. It ain't a matter of who. It's a matter of what I can remember to say at the time. Hey, y'all. It's Lovely J. Welcome to my podcast. You know, so many ways that I can introduce this name. And it's short. So I'm going to get a shirt made. Yes, I've got to get me a shirt made with it on there. And y'all know what my themes are. You know both of my dads. And I don't know. And my mamas. They like butterflies. My mother, Gloria, she used to always buy stuff with butterflies on it. My grandma, Cammie, used to always make stuff with butterflies on it. And Daddy and my biological dad, they always did things with butterflies. And so we are butterflying! At least that's where we're at right now. And y'all know what butterflies do. They start out ugly and rough, and they look like they're not going to be much in life. But as that butterfly grows and goes into that cocoon, nobody knows what's coming out of there. And when that butterfly comes out, so beautiful, all the beautiful many colors. The many colors of life that God is allowing me to experience, I cannot complain. But y'all, on that note, I'm going to end it because I'm going to go lay down and celebrate this moment in time for me, because it's a new beginning for me right here on Valentine's Day. New and improved Lovely J Podcast. And I wanted to put my Lovely J, but then I said, nah, it sounds like I'm talking to myself in a switch. No. Okay. Lovely J Podcast is what it is. And we're going to have some of everything on this podcast. Not just me cooking and chatting, but I'm going to bring to you like trending topics and give my opinion on it. I mean, I've been doing that, and so far it has been good. I've been getting good reviews. I got negative reviews. I mean, comments back. I mean, it's just how a person feels on the topic. You know, be yourself. Do what you feel. Say what you want. I know how to block you. I know how to hide your comment. Okay, y'all. Lovely J Podcast it is. This is our official birthday right here. February the 14th, 2014. And you know what? I didn't have no bottles to pop, like some fake champagne. I didn't have any of that. So I'm going to make sure that I get some of that. I'm gonna get me some fake champagne so that I can pop it and say yes and jump up and down, just shaking the loose fake champagne out. That sounds like something I do too. All right. Okay, y'all. Peace, love, and happiness. And thank you for listening to Lovely J Podcast with Miss Coco Bowden.